When we look at our favorite K-drama stars, we see the glamour, the luxury, and the fame. They appear to have ideal lifestyles, full with praise and devotion to the outside world. However, there is a harsher reality behind the bright screens and well-groomed grins. These celebrities are suffering greatly from the demands of the entertainment business, which is having an unspoken negative impact on their mental health. Don't assume that K-dramatic actors have it easy. These celebrities are dealing with a mental health crisis that has been subtly developing for years behind the scenes, and today we will delve deeply into this hidden realm. Follow along until the very end as we reveal the truth about the harmful expectations made of these performers and how their well-being is suffering as a result. Mental health is still a taboo subject in South Korea. The entertainment business in South Korea still rejects mental health, despite the fact that the rest of the world has made great progress in recognizing its significance. K-drama performers are under pressure to live up to an unachievable standard of perfection, which goes beyond simply giving faultless performances. On and off the screen, celebrities are supposed to exhibit an almost superhuman degree of poise and self-control. Since their public personalities are extensions of their roles, even the slightest error can cause a great deal of negative reaction. It differs from Hollywood, where performers occasionally accept their imperfections or display rebellious tendencies. The expectation in South Korea is very clear: you have to be flawless. And the public and media lash out at these actors. When they don't live up to those expectations, their mental health suffers as a result of the severe, ongoing pressure. The treatment of K-drama performers reflects South Korean culture's fixation on perfection. Fans look to these celebrities as role models, in addition to admiring them. This also applies to their appearance. Extreme dieting and even plastic surgery are frequently necessary to meet the extremely high beauty standards that K-drama's performers are expected to meet. Some agencies have provisions in their contracts requiring actors to maintain a specific weight because of the intense fixation with keeping a young, polished image. They are under pressure to lose weight fast through rigorous exercise or crash diets if they put on even a few koligi. Online debates about whether an actor has let themselves go might erupt from a single unfavorable photo. The poisonous atmosphere they are compelled to live in is only beginning with the continual scrutiny of their appearance. K-drama performers are supposed to labor non-stop without grumbling, regardless of how they appear. Actors frequently have to work up to 16-hour days with little downtime due to the industry's notoriously demanding production schedules. Many K-drama actors are cast at the last minute, frequently receiving scripts just hours before filming, in contrast to Western productions where performers have months to prepare for a role. They are expected to perform flawlessly and without hesitancy despite the short preparation time, and they run the risk of being called unprofessional if they don't. Actors are pushed to the edge both mentally and physically by this unrelenting pace, and speaking up is discouraged. They risk ruining their profession if they do. This is the reality of acting in K-dramas, therefore it's not surprising that a large number of them have mental health issues. Many actors in the K-drama industry put in 16 to 20 hours a day on set, which is a demanding work schedule. This is a typical aspect of the work, not an isolated incident. Actors have occasionally worked more than 60 hours in a row. Some have even passed out from weariness. They are expected to endure this without complaining, even though it takes the toll on their bodies. In order to continue, some performers even need IV drips. They don't treat their bodies like humans, but like machines. They are also unable to talk about their difficulties because doing so could endanger their careers. Actors experience a vicious loop that drains their mental energy and leaves them feeling stuck. The lifestyles of K-drama performers are severely micromanaged by their agencies, in addition to their harsh work schedules. Every aspect of their private lives is closely examined, including their diet, weight, dating habits, and social media posts. Being spotted in a relationship is viewed by younger celebrities as a danger to their perfect persona. Their jobs might be ruined right away if they are discovered to be dating. Consider the case of performers Kim Jong-hyun and Seo Ye-ji, whose well-publicized romance sparked intense criticism. One incorrect post or comment on social media might lead to a controversy that could ruin their career. Cancel culture is brutal in South Korea. The slightest error, whether imagined or actual, can bring them to ruin. Due to casting mistakes, some performers have even received death threats, while others have chosen to totally stop using social media out of fear of public criticism. Their mental health suffers greatly as a result of their ongoing anxiety of scrutiny and criticism. Unfortunately, some K-drama actors are unable to handle the pressure, and in the worst situations, they pass away. The deaths of well-known people, like Suli Guhara and Song Yoo-jung, have revealed the poisonous atmosphere in the business. Though little has been done to address the underlying causes of the issue, these tragedies spurred discussions about cyberbullying and South Korea's mental health crises. The industry still pushes its talents to the limit despite the outpouring of sadness. The system is still mostly in place, and talking about mental health is still frowned upon. In actuality, K-drama performers are expected to prioritize their job over their personal lives. If they are unable to do so, they are fired. Though it is still in its infancy, the discourse surrounding mental health has gradually started to change in recent years. Fans are starting to pay attention as more and more South Korean superstars open up about their difficulties. Jungkook of BTS has been candid about his struggles with anxiety and depression, and Park So-dam, who starred in the Oscar-winning movie Parasite, talked about her difficulties with illness and exhaustion. Fans from all over the world pour supportive messages onto social media when superstars speak up, acting as a counterbalance to South Korea's culture of intense scrutiny. More actors are being permitted to take breaks for their health, and some entertainment companies, including JYP and SM Entertainment, have begun providing their artists with mental health facilities. Nevertheless, the shift is gradual, and the industry hasn't done enough to put its stars' mental health first. There are innumerable agencies that put profit ahead of the welfare of their talent for everyone that provides assistance. Online hate still flourishes, the schedules are cruel, and the contracts are still stringent. Although petitions calling for stricter legislation against cyberbullying in South Korea were started following Sully's untimely death, not much has been done to address the underlying roots of the issue. International fans have demanded longer breaks and improved working conditions for actors, but the industry's poisonous ethos is still very much in place. Actors are ultimately real people with real problems, not just fictional personas on film. They ought to receive the consideration and respect required to preserve their bodily and emotional well-being. It's crucial to keep in mind that K-drama actors are more than just entertainment stars when considering the difficulties they encounter. They should be handled with compassion, understanding, and kindness since they are human. It's time for the K-drama industry to face the reality of its mental health crisis and implement significant reforms. We must make sure that these actors have the assistance they require to succeed both on and off screen if we hope to keep appreciating their skill and diligence. We'll examine how K-drama actors succeed in the business in spite of these obstacles and the encouraging developments that are gradually starting to occur in the upcoming video. For more updates on this crucial topic, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's carry on the discussion and lend our support to these performers who provide us with endless entertainment and delight. If we work together, we can change things.